I'm Argus. Just Argus now. I'm a mercenary from the Crest Mountains, looking to get as far away from them as my body can carry me. Though this eternal winter is making that annoyingly difficult. Almost as difficult as family, but that's not important and not anything I want to talk about right now. I don't know where I'm going. I'm just looking for stories to tell along the way, and I'll destroy anyone or anything who thinks they can get in my way and stop that from happening. And if anyone asks, this conversation never happened. I was never here. Got it?
Dear Mom and Dad, it is I, your favorite daughter, Mochi, with my weekly letter on my life and travels. I do hope you're receiving these things. I haven't heard back from you in a while. Anyway, after being asked, somewhat forcefully, to leave the avium, I've been asking myself, Mochi, what is next? Turns out I got my answer. It came from above, you could say. So I'm still practicing my magic. It's just a little different. Don't worry, I am still determined to pass the next entrance exam. But until then, I'm staying somewhere quiet and trying to use my magic to be helpful wherever I can. I promise I'm working really hard, even if things haven't gone totally to plan. But I'm sure I'll make Mom proud of me one day soon. I hope things are going well with you, and I hope to hear back from you soon. Love you and miss you, your most determined daughter, Mochi.
Alright, well met. Name's Voldemort the Druid. Volley to my friends. Yous can call me Voldemort though. Now, I may be done with my adventuring, but someone's got to keep the bright-eyed and bushy-tailed out of trouble. Just as long as I'm back in my stump in good time. What, you want more? Well, not much to tell really. Tried a whole heroics business a while back, and let's just say it didn't really work out so great for yours truly. Nowadays I prefer to work on my mushroom magic in peace and quiet, thank you. But I have a debt to pay, so I'm in.
Hello? Are you going this way too? Oh, gosh, I'm glad I caught up to you. You walk really fast. But did you know that everything has magic in it? Is it magic how you walk that fast? Is that what it is? Oh, I'm sorry. My name is Clarence, and I am an inspiring hero. Well, you see, magic school didn't quite work out for me. They have very specific ideas on magic, and I don't really quite agree with them. You see, I think the whole world is magical. Everything in it is magical, and even if you're not a magic user, I think that there's a little bit of magic inside each of us. And I know one day I'm gonna find that magic, and with my friends, we're gonna save the world. So, do you want to sign up to be in my adventuring party?
Oh, hello. Come on in. The bakery is warm. My name is Marley. Oh dear, you look frozen to the bone. The cold has a way of doing that. Cutting right into your bones, I mean. Take a seat by the fire, and I'll see if I can find something to warm you up. We don't have much in the way of baked goods on hand these days, not with the way supplies are rationed, but, well, I've lived long enough and I know how to make ends meet. Here, take this acorn loaf that's still warm from the oven. I know it's not much, but in times like these, if there's one thing I've learned, it's that folks have to look out for one another. You can always count on old Marley to have your back. Oh, no, you keep your coin. You just get on home while that bread is still warm. And take care. It looks like the snows are starting up again.
So you wish to hear a story? I have a story. In the faraway world of Everden lies a vast forest nestled between the mountains and the sea. The Humblewood, a sprawling woodland realm made by the gods themselves, with titanic trees that can grow as tall as mountains and as wide as cities. And the beings that inhabit this forest are unique as well. Beasts that can grow to enormous sizes, nature spirits of elemental fury, and a people known by fur and feather. The humble folk. But in this ancient and magical place, all beings hum with an endless song, the great rhythm of life and death, and above all else, balance. But balance is such a fragile thing. When the snows started early, little concern was given. Some years had short autumns. Perhaps the storm god Altus had flapped his wings too hard and sent an early frost. The hearths were stoked, the children were bundled, and the food stores were opened so that none was left hungry. But long after spring should have arrived, the snows remained, and with each day, week, month, year of growing disquiet, the rime endured. It has been 5 years, and the hearths have gone cold, the children are shivering, and the food stores, as well as many bellies, are left empty. Yet there is hope. Not in the place anyone would think to look for it, no. Hope often arrives in the most unexpected ways. That flicker of light in the cold dark. A group of ordinary folk bound by fate, friendship, and the call to do what is right. This is the tale of those unlikely adventurers who fought to achieve the impossible. The tale of how everyday people can rise to become heroes that save their world. This is their story. This is your story. This is Humblewood, the Unwelcome Winter. Hail, honored humblefolk, and welcome to Humblewood, the Unwelcome Winter. I am Derek Sword. I am your GM for this game. I will help to guide you through the treacherous forests of the Humblewood, made only more treacherous by a 5-year, seemingly unending winter. I am joined by these lovely folks, and I'm going to have them introduce themselves, as well as say a little bit about their characters. We'll do a little recap, and then we'll jump right in. But before all of that, I do want to say that these lovely folks did choose, in lieu of any type of financial support to themselves, to actually support a great cause. So this game, this 12-week campaign, is all in support of Fauna and Flora International. It is a wonderful conservation effort that works all over the world to protect natural biomes, protect animals, protect plants, and keep nature natural, and make sure that, you know, we have plenty of endangered species, make sure that they get protected, and make sure that you know, the environment that we have can sustain itself. It is a great effort. And if you choose to support this, which you can do at any time through the Tiltify you can see over in chat, you can see on all of our socials, you can also impact this game. Do bear in mind that if you do donate, that it does convert to pounds. So do keep in mind the exchange rate there. But you can give advantages, you can give crits, you can even give complications, one of which we are dealing with today. Don't let the gnome dance song fool you. We are actually getting into a heavier fight here in a second. All that said, like I said, you can donate at any time. If you donate in the middle of the week, it just gets paid forward to the next week, and any donations are very much appreciated. And like I said, you can impact the game as well. So with that, let's go ahead and go around, and I'll have these folks introduce themselves. Christian, if you don't mind starting us out.
Sure. Hey, everybody. Hi, my name is Christian, aka Fluffy Goomba, on several socials, mainly on TikTok and Twitch, where you can find me playing several games with several of my friends on several days. It's great. It's fun times. You can also find me on places like Roll for Dylan. That's ROLL4DYLAN for Vampire the Masquerades, Darkness Over New Orleans. And of course, you can find me later today. Actually, we're taking a break. So usually you can find me on Sundays on Total Party Kisses, Tragedy of Theologian, Greek Myth Inspired 5e campaign. And I'm on a bunch of other shows that are happening right now. But right now I am playing Argus, Argus Ironclaw, Mercenary. Yep, Mercenary. Scofflaw Fighter, Strig, which is a Great Horned Owl. Pronouns are he, him, and his pronouns are he, him.
Fantastic. Anniek.
Hi, my name is Anniek. Today I am playing Mochi, an adorable Maypac raccoon cleric of Hath, potentially trickery domain. yeah, looking very forward. Maybe the Puritans want to join my cult. You know, can't hurt to offer.
That's right. That's true evangelicalism. Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and recommend one way or another. So yeah, do what you feel is best. Liz.
Hi, everybody. I'm Liz. Sorry, I'm imagining. Do you want to join our cult, maybe? Okay. Anyway, I'm Liz. My pronouns are she and they. I will be playing Marley, Ambernest. Please ignore all other aliases. They don't actually exist. And I am a fighter. Squirrel folk. My brain completely turned off. But we're a squirrel. We're a fighter, and that's what we're doing today. We're gonna fight.
Using Gerbine stats.
Thank you. Yes.
Modified Gerbine stats. Yeah.
Indeed.
Next up is Pan.
Hey, I muted myself again.
You got it though, real quick.
Somehow,
Yeah.
I don't know. But yes, I'm Pan. Hi. He, they pronouns. I play Volderol, the possum druid, circle of spores. He, him pronouns. You can find me at Still Encore on most social media bits and pieces. I do a variety of stuff. I'm in a Halloween show coming up, so that'll be fun over on Hall of Tales. But yes, looking forward to fighting some birds, talking to some hot birds. Who knows? Who knows how it's going to go? But it's bird time.
It's bird time. Absolutely.
Bird time.
Last, absolutely not least, we have Shadow.
Hi, everybody. I'm Shadow. I use she, her pronouns. You can find me on Twitch on my own channel on Shadow Sylvia, where I play things. We're just going to end it there. And otherwise, you can find me over on Roll D5, which I realized, thanks to Christian, that I should spell that out. That is ROLE, the letter D5. So you can find me over there. I do lots of things. We specialize in playing indie TTRPG games. This Wednesday, we're actually having part 3 of our Candela Obscura campaign. It's the final part. It's going to be pretty epic. So feel free to tune in if you like spooky things. Otherwise, that's pretty much it for now. Otherwise, I'll be here for Sundays going forward until a point in time. Okay, that's everything. I'll be playing Clarence today. Uses they, she pronouns. Clarence is a Lupu, which is a rabbit folk bard, College of the Road, to becoming a hero.
Beautiful. Wonderful. Okay, well, Christian, you have the recap for this week. I won't make you do it to the gnome dance. We'll switch it up a little bit here. The floor is yours, sir. Take it away.
I mean, I would have done it to the gnome dance.
I believe you would. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's commitment.
Yeah, thanks. I would do it for the bit, you know. After their bar brawl, the party heads back to Mochi's residence to heal their wounds. During this rest, Mochi returns to their holy branch in order to report their good deeds, noting that their god was quite pleased with their not at all chaotic actions that they performed. Not at all bragging about it, and gaining a cult along the way. Average trickery cleric kind of stuff, you know. The next morning, the crew meet up with Emma, Hugh, and Oliver, the individuals they traveled with from Brightshire, at the departure point of the Older Heart. Asher approaches the party, asking if they accept his offer. He reassures the party their previous business will be taken care of. And in response to this conversation, Clarence quickly decides to intimidate them to protect Marley's honor. The party starts to travel south towards Timbersplit, during which Marley explains her past with Asher, who she used to be a bodyguard for. The relationship got a little too close, and Asher pushed Marley away. So their relationship is complicated. The party travel without incident towards Timbersplit. However, as they start heading towards the rumored ambush spot, Mochi begins to ask Argus about his relationship with Killer Queen, which he answers vaguely but truthfully, calling himself an admirer of theirs. Mochi logs this information in for fireplace chatter with Clarence later. They reach the ambush spot and spread themselves out accordingly, with Argus using a thieves' cant whistle to call the bandits out from their hiding spot. It works, as a single moose bandit emerges from the crash cart, and the two have a back and forth, and that kind of devolves into typical mercenary work as the fight begins. This combat involves bandits being used as weapons, cube hype bunnies, protecting our hype bunny, deadly sneezes, and a very dangerous inflict wounds from our cleric. Again, just regular old trickery cleric things. And ends with our party's victory. But just as they are about to win, a secretary bird emerges from the woods, wondering what has transpired. But before Argus can answer, 3 chimeric-like beasts enter the scene because someone paid for our downfall. And that is the recap I have written for the class today.
Fantastic recap. A little fourth wall breaking there towards the end, but a solid A- to be sure. No, that was excellent. Please enjoy your inspiration point. Use it wisely.
I'm going to have to, because I used my resources.
Or don't.
You just might, yeah.
I've used the resources. Like, I thought this would be the fight, but no, there's a complication, so we have more fight to do.
So I am just rolling in your help here, and we will get to. There we go. Change up this music. This is way too chill for what's actually happening. So, to describe your current scenario, you all have been in combat with a series of bandits who you encountered, much as Christian said. You have taken out one of the crossbowmen, who is the one with an X over them, but we're just behind the rock right over here. We'll try to ping that. It actually wants to... Oh, because I don't have the right tool selected. There we go. So this bandit here is the one that you have taken out. You have thrown a guy at another guy. So the one that is just like north of Argus and Volderalt and Marley is the one that got thrown. The bandit captain is the one that is surrounded by the 3 of you. And then there is a 4th one, which kind of looks like a pigeon that is down encountered with Mochi. There is Killer Queen, as far as you are aware, who is just up north, right up here. And then there are 3 Perytons who all landed in a triangular fashion in the trees above you. So they are not on the ground, they are like perched on these branches. They are very large. You can kind of see, like, as they land, the snow just sloughs off the branch. The branch almost like cracks a little bit under their weight. They are hefty. These are slightly modified. I always modify monsters just a little bit. So they're not a 1-to-1 necessarily to their monster manual, but pretty darn close. We are at top of the order. So the order, to remind you all, is Argus, Mochi, Marley, the bandits, then the Peryton, then Clarence, Volderalt, and then it will be Killer Queen. So we are top of the order with Argus. Argus, everybody around you looks pretty injured. What would you like to do?
Do I see Killer Queen at this moment?
Yeah, absolutely. She saw you, you saw her, you heard her exclaim, and then these Perytons kind of swooped down, and everybody's kind of like looked up. Even the bandit moose that you're fighting with has like looked up past you at this Peryton that's looming down at you. These monsters, again, that are like bird-like in body, but have like the heads of wolves, the antlers of elk, and like these massively terrifying talons.
Gotcha. I think what does Argus do? I think Argus like looks at Killer Queen, looks at the creatures, and is just like, "These friends are yours."
She's just shaking her head. No, friends of yours?
Hell no. Okay, I'm glad that's established, and I'm going to hold my action and wait for these things to come close to either me or Volderalt, and I will take my swing on them if they attack.
You got it. Cool. All right. Mochi, it is your turn. Like I say, you have a bandit right in front of you who's looking pretty rough. You have inflicted wounds pretty successfully. What would you like to do for your turn?
I know what I'd like to do, but it doesn't mean it's the best idea.
That's fair.
Because everything about me says finish the one in front of you, so, you know, you don't get fucking backstabbed while fighting whatever that is, right? Clean up the battlefield. How badly does the one in front of me look?
Real bad.
Real bad? Beautiful.
Real bad.
Mace to the face.
Hey.
That is a 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
Beautiful. And then let's hope I don't do bad on this because my strength isn't that great. 4 damage? Question
Okay.
mark?
4 damage. Still standing.
God damn it. Sad. Yeah, I can't. I don't have any bonus actions that do damage.
Okay.
So
All right.
Yeah, I'm not walking away. Like, hopefully, if the Periton that's closest to me wants a snack, he'll take the severely injured one in front of me. That sounds good.
That's, a valid point. Okay. Marley, it is your turn.
I have the moose in front of me. Yeah,
You sure do. Yeah.
I sure do. Who is he facing?
I think he's probably facing Argus, but also like in a cartoonishly like woozy way, kind of like looks over to you as well, like trying to keep his feet. He's looking
Very
the
rough.
roughest.
Yeah,
the
for
roughest
sure.
of all of them. Yeah, and just literally had another guy thrown at him. So
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, there's a lot going on there.
So I think Marley, we're in the middle of combat, so she's still got her sword out, and she kind of looks over at Argus and looks over at Volderol and gives them both a nod. Like they're supposed to know what this means. Like, of course we've been fighting together forever, right? So they just know what that means. And she reaches up and taps with the flat of her blade on the moose's shoulder so that he's looking at her. And she says, I think we've got a bit of a pickle. Maybe we call a truce and work this shit out.
Roll for persuasion.
Dice, yep. Where are you? There you are. That is a 18.
The moose like takes his battle axe in both of his hands, looks down at you. I mean, we're talking like heads above you. This creature just kind of nods. Yeah, okay. All right, I think that sounds pretty amenable. Sure, yeah. All right,
Cool.
We'll be buds for a minute. Yeah.
Great.
All right.
Great. Cool. So Marley's gonna step back just 5 feet.
Okay.
And going to hold my action until one of those Peritons comes within range.
Okay. All right. With that, then it is the bandits' turns. I am going to have. Let's see what they actually have here. Okay, so the two that you are closest to, or the most of your closest to, only have martial weapons. They have an axe, they have a sword. So I'm going to have them ready their actions as well, in case the Periton comes swooping by. The one facing Mochi, you hit him with a mace. He doesn't care. He's going to try to take a swipe at you. That is a, let's see, it's an 18 to hit. Does that hit?
Oh, meets beats.
Means okay. So you are going to take. Let's see. You were just going to take 6 points of slashing damage from this,
Oh, no.
this short sword, and that is all they have for their turn. Okay. So with everybody else prepping, it is now the Periton's turns. So I'm going to go in clockwise, starting with the top left. So this Periton is going to, I do want to double check here what their movement is like. So they'd be able to.
Do you know if that's necessary? I'm pretty sure they're going to be able to get to anybody they want to. They're kind of big.
Sure, I'm trying to see where they can land is the thing.
Lands. What the fuck?
Okay, so that's about 35. Okay, so they can. What? Cool. I am going to have them take a little swoop. They are going after the weakest, which is, well, the weakest that's exposed. So as they come right in here, they're going to be attacking the bandit that got thrown, this one right up here. So if anyone wanted to take their, I guess, Argus, you could take your attack, the bandit captain could take an attack, and the regular bandit could take an attack. So go ahead and roll for those. I will get your damage, or I'll get your attacks and damage in just a second. I don't think that the bandit at the top is going to make it because the Periton rolled a nat 20. Oof. So let's see here. It is
no, please stop, don't.
Yeah, there's no way this bandit is even making it to get their attacks. So I am going to take them off the board. And you watch basically like the talons just rip into this pigeon-like character and just blood in the snow. They do not make it. However, it does get it does get 2 attacks. So Argus, since you are also there, it is going to make a gore attack with its antlers as well at you. That is going to be a 21 to hit, and that is going to be D8 attack with melee. Hold on. Dives 30 feet, then it hits with a melee weapon attack. The attack deals. Okay.
How's Argus looking? Like, does Argus look like he can handle this?
We'll see.
Health wise.
I don't know. I mean, I'm bloodied right now.
If you double click your
is...
character, you can put your health in there.
It is 18 piercing damage with the gore attack. Okay.
See, I asked how much he had left because never mind.
I was bloodied, so I was at 15.
Okay. I will let the bandit captain get their attacks, however. So
do I get my attack off before I'm downed or no?
Go ahead and get your attack off. That's
sure.
Fine.
Cool.
Yeah.
Then that's 24 to hit and 15 damage.
Okay. Perfect.
Went down swinging.
Yep.
Indeed. Cool. So the bandit captain is also going to land their attacks, and that is going to be 13 points. So Argus, how much was yours? I'm sorry.
15.
15 plus 13. Okay, so 28 in total. Cool. And this Periton's looking...
I took 18 damage, right? So go.
Yeah. So this Periton's actually looking pretty rough already as it goes to swoop by. Volderol swoops by you, and it will kind of land on the rock over here. This second one, let's see what your range is like. Okay. We can just get to Marley. So this one's going to land right here, and Marley, you are going to take a talon attack, and Clarence, you're going to take the gore attack.
Do I
Can I get an attack of opportunity as it lands, though?
You do not get attack of opportunity. That is one of the things they have. They have flyby. If it does not provoke an opportunity attack when it flies out of an enemy's reach.
Do I get my held action attack?
You do, absolutely.
Okay.
So
you have auto crits.
Marley,
we have auto crits.
Yeah, we have all.
Maybe auto crit on the Periton, Marley. Maybe just take it down.
Well, I don't know if it would quite take it down. We're talking short sword damage here, but I appreciate the confidence.
Do it anyway.
Okay. All right.
Got a
There's not a lot of us that can take a hit of 18 piercing damage, is what we're saying.
Well, guess what? Me neither. So
exactly our point. Kill it now. Kill it fast.
Okay. All right.
So it was 16 to hit for the Periton. Go ahead and do your attack. I will let you know what damage was on you.
Well, apparently I'm gonna take one of those auto crits. So.
Okay.
So I had that written down, what your rule is for crits, but
double the dice or double the damage. I leave it up to you. And
roll
Clarence,
extra dice
that was
roll ones and then double that.
It's only a 12 to hit Clarence, so it actually doesn't hit Clarence.
Yes.
Don't worry, there's one more shadow. I got you.
No, but the bunny has to save the owl.
I'm gonna double the dice.
Okay.
It's 13 damage total.
13 damage total. Okay.
Yes.
Alrighty. So let's see.
And you said 16 to hit?
Yes. So that does hit, and you are going to take. What was that? That was 9. 12 points.
Marley is also
damage.
unconscious.
Okay.
Oof, okay.
All right, 17. So that one has the. Let's see.
Definitely having a regret about not taking the periaptive wound closure this time. The one D&D campaign where I didn't take it as my item, and I actually could have used it.
All right, now this last one is going to swoop down. Actually, I do want to double check distance real quick, but it is swooping at Clarence. Clarence, you are 40, so I'm gonna have it kind of land 20 feet away from you from there. But as it goes to attack Clarence, we will have it land, or at least swoop down right here. Clarence, you are going to take both attacks. That doesn't hit with the gore. That does hit with the talons. Clarence,
Silvery barbs.
Okay. Go ahead and I need to re-roll again. It's a
You
disadvantage,
re-roll and
right?
you use the lowest.
Okay. That is a 15. That does hit. Okay, just
Yeah.
hits.
It was
Okay.
worth a try.
Yeah.
It was. I mean, it was real close.
It was real close.
So
I'm
Clarence,
gonna
you
give
own it.
myself. I'm gonna give myself the advantage because everyone else seems to be dropping.
okay. What is that? 3, 5, 6, 8, and
That's
Can you pop
then
off a heal, do you reckon?
9.
Hmm?
Can you pop a heal off? I can get one of the others if you get if you get one, I'll get the other.
I can get everyone if I make it to the if I make it to my turn. I have prayer of healing.
Nice.
I can
The
get 6
attack does
creatures.
11 damage on Clarence. Is Clarence up?
Clarence is down.
No.
Clarence is down. Okay. All right. I'm gonna move.
That
just
secretary
the
bird better
20
be
here.
real good at murdering Peritons.
Okay. It is Clarence's turn. Clarence, I will get a death save from you.
Oof.
Stress. That's a
Music
7.
is good for
No.
life.
You can also use your auto crits to come back to 1. Just throwing that out there.
It's not worth it
Um,
for Clarence.
All right.
Oh, buddy.
Oh, that's sad. Volderel, it is your turn.
Cool. I've been trying to turn the volume down on this, but I'm just going to give it up now. So this guy here, is he landed on the ground?
Yes, yeah, that one did land on the ground. He used all of his movement to get there, so landed and attacked. So you can absolutely hit that one.
Cool. And Mochi, you can get the guys up, right? Oh, I'll just take the nodding as a yes. Okay.
Does Mochi
Yes.
have healing spells? Okay.
Yeah, cool.
Hey, I've healed Clarence before, you assholes. I've
I was
prayer
asking if it
healing.
was prepared, love. That's all I meant.
Look, we're going into the wild, so I prepare all my healing spells. I'm too
Cool. As
cute
long as,
to
you, as
die.
long as you can get up to 6 people up, that's all good. I'm gonna back
Too
off
young
this
and ready to
pretty
die.
hard, and I'm gonna go into symbiotic entity. I think seeing that things are looking a little bit dire, Volderol is going to eat one of these mushrooms he's got on him, just like pluck one, and just his entire body just like becomes infested with these this fungal overgrowth. Mechanically, I get temporary hit points and I do more damage. But that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm just gonna hit this dude. Does it comes from Shelley when I did it last week, right? We're still in the same
One more time.
Are you Shelley last week? We're still in the same contract?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Shillelagh absolutely is still up.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. That is 20 to hit, not that.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
Sweet. And then that is 10 damage and can 12 and 3 roll double damage with my Halo Spores. Okay, so that's 10 damage on the hit. I'm gonna do Halo Spores. Well, I'm just gonna sneeze gunk at them again.
Mm-hmm.
And I can double that. So okay. So it's 10, 13, 17 damage.
Okay. So 17, is that 7 plus the 10 you just did, or is it an additional 17?
It's 10 plus the 7 I just did. So yeah, 17.
Okay. Okay. Cool. All right. Looking incredibly rough. Barely
Great,
up.
crap.
Okay.
He's gonna look over Moxie and go, "I hope you've got this." Like this weird monster, mushroom monster man.
Fucking gotta try, man.
Okay.
Honestly, I'm counting on the secretary bird at this point.
Cool. Okay, so the Killer Queen is going to engage in the fight then. Let's see what her distance looks like here. Okay, cool. So, first thing I'm going to have her do is use her bonus action, her cunning action, to dash, and basically hop right up on the rock here, where she is going to stab at this Periton with her short sword. She makes 3 short sword attacks or short bow attacks. I am going to give her... I'm going to see if she can take this thing out and how many attacks it's going to take. If she has to use all 3, she uses all 3. Okay, that's a hit. That's a hit. That is actually just, I think, what she needs. These Peritons don't have a lot of AC. No, she's 1 away. So 2 hits, and that is going to be okay, 2d6.
What's her fighting style?
So I'm using the Master Thief stat block for her. So she is a rogue. So yeah, single short sword, and then she has a short bow on her back. But yeah, the Master Thief stat block kind of gives you a mid-tier rogue sort of vibe.
So very like almost like quick jabs kind of thing.
Yeah, I think when I described her last, like thief royalty, so like knives on a bandolier around here, like this kind of like sleek leather. She has the secretary birds have very long legs, so
Yes.
like the way that she runs across snow is almost like she's running on top of air in a way. And when she like takes onto the rock, her wings splay out a little bit, the crest on her head flows, and it's so sleek. It's like Black Widow, like Marvel's Black Widow-esque.
Yeah.
Just this trained, this person who is so comfortable in their own body and is so familiar with what it can do and how lethal it can be that it's almost like acrobatics. It's almost like a Cirque du Soleil, the way that she is able to like flow through the world around her.
Voldor suddenly understands Argos a lot better.
Everybody gets it.
I was like, okay, yeah, no, I get it now. That makes sense.
So 13 points. Okay. She does a pretty decent amount of damage on this thing. It is also just barely hanging on, but she is not able to finish it off, I don't think. No, she doesn't have anything else. Okay. That is it for Killer Queen's turn. We are back to top of the order with Argus. Argus, I will need a death save, please.
Death save. Do.
Nat 20?
I will take a picture just to confirm. That's fucking sick.
Fantastic.
There you go. I put it there. We go.
So Argus, by spite or adrenaline, I mean, only the
Both.
gods, only the Amaranthine. No, yeah, both. You
He can't go
Come
down
back.
in front of his girlfriend.
That's so embarrassing.
So embarrassing.
So embarrassing.
You hop back to 1 health.
Mhm.
You can use half your movement to stand. I let you just I like giving your whole turn if you pop back. So you can, yeah, like I said, use half movement to get up, and you still have 15 feet of movement in your action.
Amazing, fantastic, love that. So just immediately, just I don't know if owls. I guess it's just screech. It's like a violent, angry screech, as just Argus comes down with the maul right in the square of the back, trying to just crush this thing into the snow below it.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Let's roll some things to hit with. That is another natural 20. I'm not even joking.
I guarantee you're gonna finish this thing. I don't think you could roll any way to not finish this thing. So
Take it out, man.
What
it
the
is
hell?
is 3 hit points. So tell me how you finish
Oh
this thing
man,
off.
beat this thing up.
Hold on, I'm just gonna take another picture.
Since you couldn't get the bandit chief, we'll get this guy.
Yeah. it's like just at the center of things, but and just carrying, like almost jumping and using the gravity of the jump to bring as much force down on this thing as possible, and like concaving its spine in. And the eyes are just slits of anger and focus as I do. Let's see. Oh no, that's 26 points of damage total.
That's incredible. So typically in games, I have a home rule of follow through. Essentially, that if you have a bunch of enemies all standing next to each other, you take out one, you have leftover damage, like anything that enemy didn't take, it can go into the next one. Considering the next two people and any clockwise direction are your allies, maybe not the best idea in this case, but something to consider for the future. Anytime you nat 20 somebody with only like a handful of hit points left. Okay, awesome. Anything left for your turn, Argus?
Let me see if that, because I have a feature. Let me see if that does anything. Hit a creature. I can move it 5 feet, but
Kick it over.
On its corpse, yeah.
Kick the corpse.
Just and it'll lift up and it flies 5 feet forward. Other than that, no, I think I'm good. That's just
Awesome.
It's just a breathing heavy, ripping the maul of warning out of this thing.
Yeah, the bloodied form of Argus, just like heart beating just to keep him alive, is standing over the corpse of his foe. And with that, we have Mochi.
I'll go heal.
Oh, this guy's dead.
No, but
No, still
apparently
up.
we're friends now, so I'm
Okay,
just gonna
yeah.
walk away from him.
Cool.
The pigeon goes to stab at you and goes, "You're not worth it," with like a dent in the side of their head from a mace. Yeah.
I just go. This should put me close enough. Yeah. Secretary Bird didn't get hit yet.
Correct.
I will just cast Prayer of Healing, where up to 6 living creatures heal 2d8 plus 4. So I'll pick Argus, even though he's up, he's looking awful, and we'll take Clarence, and we'll take Marley, we'll take me, because I took a hit. I don't know if Volderol got hit. Volderol can have some.
Volderol got hit. Yeah, you could use some
Yeah,
health.
we'll take Volderol as well.
Thanks.
I can get one of the dead bandits, but then... You know what, fine. Kill a bandit, save a bandit. We'll take the other bandit.
Okay.
You know, part of me just thinks it's hilarious if he wakes up and goes, "The fuck, who healed me?" And we're like...
Yeah, we can consider them mostly dead. That's fine. Yeah.
Mostly dead. I'll take mostly... Oh! Wait, is that a 7 or a 1? That's 2 7s. That's 18 points of healing to everybody.
Oh, don't mind if I do.
Thank you, Hath. Apparently she also thinks it's hilarious to kill a bandit and then save a bandit. Honestly, that tracks.
Your irony. All right.
I hold your fate in my hands, in my tiny little raccoon paw. I mean, you're welcome. Yep.
Yeah, you just hear this little voice. Necromancy is just making friends.
Exactly. Yeah, no, I don't need any. Actually, I have 10 more feet. Can I get behind Argus somehow? No.
I mean, depends on what you mean by
next
behind.
to Argus.
You can get
Also,
next to
I'll
Argus.
just sort of half behind Marley is also good. She's protecting the bunny. Maybe she'll protect her raccoon next. Who knows?
Really taking advantage of that protective nature. Okay. With
Someone
that,
has
Marley,
to save me, because it's clearly not me.
Marley, you are back to 18 health, thanks to Mochi. You are still prone, so you can take half movement to get up, but you still have, I presume, 15. And yeah, you can definitely. The other Periton here is on the ground. Did land on the ground to the south. So, or if you have a ranged attack, you can hit the one to the northeast.
Ranged attacks. You're so funny. Yeah. Okay, so we'll do that. We'll move up here and attack. Let's see here. I should just leave the die out, honestly. No. That's a nat 1.
Oof.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Anything else for your turn?
Did I use my action surge last time?
Yeah, we both did because we didn't think we were going to be fighting.
That's right.
These ones. I don't think you used your second wind, so you could use that. Yeah.
Oh, that's not going to give me too much at the moment.
And it's more than nothing at all, you know?
Yeah. Nope, that's it.
Okay. It is now the bandits' turns. Mochi, since you essentially left this pigeon nearly bleeding out and surrounded by Peritons and former foes, now frenemies, I'm going to say this pigeon just runs for it. They run into the trees, and you just watch them just waddling off into the distance. The bandit that you brought back to life is absolutely, just stunned, has seen the other side, went to Titan the Nightfather, and has been ripped from the sweet claws of the grave, and kind of looks around at his, I guess, twin brother running off into the woods. I always knew that guy was a coward. He is going to, I'm not sure he even has enough movement to get around, but he's at least going to stand and get on the other side of Mochi here, since that looks to be the plan. The moose is going to prep his attack for when inevitably any of you are attacked, and that is their turn. It is now the Peritons. The injured Periton over here, which is not looking great, is going to fly away from Killer Queen, and is going to go away from going to go for the most isolated among you, which is still Clarence. So, Clarence, I will get 2 attacks on you.
Oh.
That's not going to hit. That's only a 9. That's not going to hit. That's only a 7. So, deeply injured, grabbing at you with claws, trying to hit you with its antlers and gore you. This thing is unsuccessful, and it goes flying off towards the south over here. Kind of makes a little swoop at you, and it's just kind of hovering off the ground, beating its wings against the snow, making like a pattern at its feet. The other Periton, having Marley come close to it, is going to try to fly away and go after the exposed bandit on the right here. So, if Argus, Mochi, or the bandit had any prepared attacks, you can do those. I know that the bandit did, so I will.
I did not,
that.
since I used my action to kill
right.
one.
The shit out of the Periton, yeah.
And you said no attacks of opportunity, right? Well, I guess it kind of
Correct.
stayed within my peripheral anyway, so.
Yeah, the language is if it flies out of an enemy's reach, and these things primarily use flying as movement.
Yeah.
It is going to take a little bit of damage from the bandit with the short sword. The mic just fell. And then I think it's going to probably take this bandit out, because this bandit only has 5 hit points, thanks to Mochi, but hey, we'll see. Oh yeah, that hits. Oh, yep, that hits. Okay. So yeah, there's no
18, doesn't it like overfill a little bit? Like,
well, you didn't heal the one that you were, or wait, no. You're right. That is
the one that came back to 18, and the other one is running
right.
because apparently he was always a coward.
Right. Yes. Yeah, you're right. You're right. This is not the one with 5 hit points. You're absolutely correct. So it actually might survive. Let's find out.
And if he doesn't, that's okay too.
That's okay. That's 14 plus 6, so that's 20.
Yeah,
at least 23. Yeah, no, this just kind of looks at you, shrugs. Thanks for trying, I guess. Goes back down.
Say hi to Hath.
With that, Clarence, it is your turn.
Okay, my first turn of this session.
where you don't get to roll a death save. Yeah, good job.
Yay!
So again, you are prone, so half movement to get up, and you can use the rest of your 15 if you'd like.
Okay. Can I go through the no longer with this parenting space?
I'm gonna say that would be. You could go around. You could go up and over it. I would consider that
Stomp on it on the way past.
Yeah, difficult terrain. So that would also be half movement.
Okay.
Yeah, because you're kind of running up and over a bird corpse.
That's fair. All right.
It's way too squishy.
We could just go around it. So I will stand up, and then we'll take our next 15, 10, 15 to get over here next to our bud, and then choices. You know, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna use our bonus action to spend a use of my bardic inspiration, but not for normal purposes. You're gonna see Clarence do like this jazz hand version of uppies for half. As Clarence is gonna learn, is gonna use a trick that she learned from Mochi to give Marley 5 temporary hit points. And yeah, that'll
Very
last
nice.
for up to 10 minutes. So
Thank you.
as Clarence does that, and then for my actual action, you're gonna see Clarence look at these 2 terrifying creatures straight in their terrifying eye sockets, and is just gonna say, "Be careful who you mess with," as Clarence casts Bane on both of them. Wait, hold on. Yeah, on both of them.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
I love
yes.
how Clarence tries so hard to be a badass. Just like
Clarence is gonna do it.
Just so adorable and
So good.
So ready to be.
Wait a second. Yes, confirmed. You are assholes.
So they need to make charisma saving throws.
Okay. I don't think we have very high charisma, but let's find out.
They're very handsome Puritans.
Yeah.
So handsome.
They're very persuasive.
Yeah.
They're complete assholes, though, so that's just low charisma.
They talk the third one come with them, and he's dead now. So there you go.
3 and a 1. So yes, they're absolutely baned.
Beautiful.
Solid.
All right.
Yeah,
So
they're
now
actually
there's
they're
some
average.
chatting.
I mean, I guess they're as charismatic as an average villager, which is upsetting if you think about it.
I mean, I'd probably rather look at a Puritan than like a just random dude. They're pretty interesting.
Yeah, just a guy named Jeff.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Pretty bird, chimeric monster, Jeff.
Jeff,
Yeah, they're
yeah.
about the same. Sure.
What does Bane do? Sorry.
That's everything for Clarence.
Reduces. They have like a D4 taken away from their attack rolls. Is
Yeah,
that right?
so whenever
Yeah.
they make a saving throw or an attack roll, they have to roll a d4 and subtract it.
Sweet.
Awesome. Okay. With that, Volderall, it is your turn.
Okay. So we've got lefty and righty here. Are any of them on the ground or are they both like hovering?
The one on the right is hovering, but close enough that you would be able to reach it with 5 feet. You know, if you were close enough, if you were within 5 feet, you could hit it. The one that is just south of Mochi, definitely on the ground. Feet in the snow. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, then I'm gonna head between these two. So I guess I'm just gonna step around this dead person. Oh, gross. I'm going to cast Entangle on the one by Mochi, so it can't go.
Okay.
anywhere.
Yeah.
It's got to make a. It's got to make a strength check.
Okay.
It's
It
got-
only rolled a 9.
Great, because that's good, because it had to be a 15. So it's stuck there, and the other one I'm going to hawk some spores at it again. Again, it's just like this kind of like weird. What are they called? Like those air pipe things that you shoot darts out of. You guys know what I mean, right?
Oh, like a blowgun.
A blowgun.
Yeah.
Like a
Yeah.
blowgun,
Dart
yeah.
gun,
Yeah. So Volderol, who looks weirdly younger despite being made of mushrooms at this point, just spits a dart on this other guy who is going to take the damage I should do here. That is 11 damage.
Okay. All right.
So yeah, one stuck still, and the other one taking 11 damage.
Cool. Anything else for your turn?
No, that was it. I already moved out.
All right. With that, then it is Killer Queen's turn. She is going to kind of like throw her sword into the stone, leaving it to kind of like stick there a little bit, finding like the perfect crevice for the sword to fit, and pull out her bow, her short bow. She is going to take 2 shots at the one directly to the south, the one that you just sporsed. Let's see. So she is going to fire 3 shots, and that is a hit, and a miss. Okay. In total, she fires 2 arrows into this thing, and the first one just lands like right in like where the upper clavicle would be, just this solid thunk. The other one goes right through one of the eyes, and you watch as this Peryton just slumps to the ground. It was hovering there a little bit, just all the gravity takes hold as the wings just give out, and it just smashes into the snow, leaving like a crater around it. Wasn't even that high up. You just kind of get that these things are heavy boys. That is, well, actually I'm going to have her dash with her bonus action so that she can get close to all of you. Let's see. Actually, I think she'd be able to get right up next to you. So I'm going to put her right up here next to Marley. And this secretary bird, just like an Olympic sprinter, just like patting on the snow, comes right up next to you, Marley, with this bow in one hand, this short sword in the other. She looks down at you with this like crest and just kind of winks and nods at you, as this Peryton is now entangled in this fungal growth that has popped out of the earth around you. Cool. With that, Argus, it is your turn.
Always the flirts. Always the flirting with this one. Let's see. Let me get the surroundings here. This one's entangled or no?
The only one left is entangled.
Yeah, guys, covered in vines, holding it
Does
down.
that mean I get advantage on them?
I believe so.
I attack them.
I believe that is the case.
Mm.
If that's the case, then as I see Killer Queen wink and just be themselves, and there's almost like a smile and a smile and a roll of the eyes from Argus as he just winds up and just like a golf ball waiting to get just knocked out of the park.
Yeah.
Just hits this monstrosity as hard as he can. So we're gonna roll
Okay.
advantage. That's 18 to hit.
18 does it, yeah.
That is 14 damage.
It had 2 hit points left, so go ahead and
Nice.
finish this off. What does that look like?
It's just the it's not a decapitation. Oop. It's not a decapitation. It's just like a what's the rubber hose animation of the neck just like whoop, and then it's landing flat on its back.
Okay.
It's done.
You all are out of combat order. So you look around at the snow around you, which is marked by your blood, the blood of your enemies, the blood of your frenemies.
Oof.
Steam is rising from the corpses of Perytons, the corpse of a couple of bandits. You have 2 bandits kind of in your midst now, and the Moose Bandit captain is kind of looking around Argus at Killer Queen with his axe, like kind of just gripping it a little bit, looking at the back of Argus's head, and So Mochi, you would absolutely see where he's kind of like making a look, and you would
I'm
see
gonna make a
Killer
little
Queen's-
flame in my hand as he does that.
He go ahead and roll for intimidation.
Oh, Mochi, you
Beautiful.
did it.
Oh, look, I still had advantage from my silvery barbs because it lasts a minute and I haven't rolled anything since.
That's true.
Oh god, when does intimidation go on? Please tell me it's charisma.
Charisma, yeah.
Yes.
Up higher. Dirty 20.
Nice.
Rolled an 18, so the moose
Ooh,
does
just.
look down at. There's a lot of looking down at other creatures and getting like intimidated today, and you watch it's just like the grip loosens a little bit, and the axe just kind of goes down by his waist. Oh, hey there, friend! I didn't see you down there. Yeah, we're not in a fight no more, so you don't have to keep that there hot hand.
Warmth.
Oh, sure. Yep. Okay. Just gonna take a step back then. Around this carnage, Killer Queen kind of looks at all of you, but Argus especially. Well, this is certainly one way to meet again.
It's not the reunion I was thinking would happen, but
Not the one
What-
I had
what-
planned either.
oh, you had one planned.
I had an idea in mind. I actually imagined there would be more blood involved, but
I like her.
My blood, or it's just blood in general?
Argus, when you're around, it's hard to tell whose is whose. Let's leave it at that.
You spilled quite the amount of blood yourself. Don't sell yourself short.
Fair enough. Well, it seems like my current operation has gone to shite, as I have lost almost all of my employees. She goes walking off towards the broken down sled. So if any of you would like to have any of our supplies, she like pulls out a handful of healing potions. Suppose we won't be using these.
This is your operation.
One of them. I have a few under my management. I've decided to diversify a little bit.
There's, I guess, diversify. That's a word. This is kind of petty for your taste.
Things are hard these days, and a lot of the bigger jobs just I'm not getting the same feeling of accomplishment from. And this is just one of my franchises, is the word we'll use.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry your franchise fell through. It like looks at everything.
It happens. That's why, you only put in what you want out of it.
Hey, I mean, I've seen you sell worse things. You could sell these things off as sell their fur or antlers or whatever you want.
Absolutely. I will be. I have a taxidermy side business down in Timber Split. I'm sure these will make for fine whatevers. Certainly.
Have you ever seen these things before? This is new.
I'd lost a couple of franchises recently, and these things seem to match the tracks. I have always heard of something like this, but last I'd heard they were coming down from the mountains and were closer to the forests out there. They didn't come this deep into the Humblewood, but times are tough for apparently everyone.
Excuse me.
Oh, yes.
Terrifying bandit
The
queen.
Mopok.
Thank you. First, thank you, and I'll take the healing potions, like just all of them. And
Just a little raccoon paws. Just
Yep, like you know what little raccoon paws look like.
Oh, I do.
Was one of your franchises somewhere between Berkshire and Alderheart?
Indeed, it was. As 8 no longer in operation.
No, I figured we kind of found what was left of it. Just wanted to check.
Well, I've been looking for a change in career anyway. Seems like the signs are pointing in that direction.
Trying to find more stories to tell.
Trying to make some stories myself.
I do miss hearing your stories. I would love to catch up.
Well, we all look a little worse for wear, so why don't you all come back to my camp and we can have a night there, share some stories, give you all a chance to rest.
That sounds good. Don't really want to be out in the open too much with these things fucking around.
Just, you need someone to. You want to take these, right? Points to the.
Oh, I have other folk back at the camp, and we have a sled there. I'll have them load these up. I can't imagine anything is going to be dragging these off anytime soon.
No. Hopefully not. That's the.
Hopefully not.
We hope that something bigger doesn't come by.
We'll see if anybody
Moose guy's
chooses
still
to
there,
give.
right?
Oh yeah.
Speaking of him,
Yeah.
Marley gestures with her sword again, and she goes, "We're not going to have any trouble from that one, are we?"
Oh no, not at all. You're not going to be in any trouble, are you? And he looks over and he goes, "Oh no, not anymore. Apparently." Like looks at Mochi and looks at the fire hand. Nope, just gonna be real chill.
Sorry, we're.
Worry about the pigeon,
Well, I'm sure.
the one that ran.
I'm sure he'll find his way back to camp and get ragged on.
Is it a homing pigeon?
continuously.
Sorry,
Good.
I had to.
That's good. That's good.
Oh
To be
yeah,
fair,
no.
Have
Go
these
ahead.
guys been out long enough that we couldn't bring them back now that we're all okay?
That's kind of the weird thing with enemies, right? They don't really do death saves.
Yeah.
You could absolutely. I will say they haven't been out that long. You could absolutely give them. You can bring them back if you want to.
Oh, we're sorry.
Yeah.
I spent so much time teaching me mine as I haven't used them. Killer Queen. This is Marley, Mochi, Wolderall, and Clarence.
Evening.
I'm a big fan.
Nice stabbing.
Yes, it is absolutely a pleasure to make your acquaintance. The one that ran off was Mick. If he comes back, then all the better. If not, I'm sure he will be a terrible employee for someone else. That big fellow over there is Molson. Hey there.
Nice. I'm just gonna wander around and a little slight healing words than these two as well. They can at least help carry stuff.
Excuse me, Madam Killer Queen. Have you had
Call
any?
it KQ.
Oh, really? Okay.
It's an
Well,
abbreviation, love. It's fine. Yeah.
Okay. So, KQ, have you had anybody take like a scholarly look at these things besides just selling them for parts?
Can't say I ever have. These are also the first ones that I've encountered live or dead. So are you a scholar then?
You could say I have a little bit of a run-in with them, but if you wouldn't mind giving myself, and then I also like grab Mochi and my assistant a moment to examine these, that would be great.
Are you two from the avium?
No, not
Anymore.
quite.
We're
I see.
independent
Graduated.
contractors now. We
They're
have to stop
educational.
winter.
They're educational rebels, as it were.
I appreciate all kinds of rebels. Please take as much time as you like. We can. It's not far to my camp, and it's still about midday, so we have plenty of sun.
Thank you. And Clarence is just gonna drag Mochi over to like the nearest one. That seems like the more intact. You know, like some of them got a little obliterated. You know, so like one of the less obliterated ones.
Sure.
And it's gonna like just take out like a little notebook, be like, okay, all right. Findings on bird-like antler creature.
Chimera. Right,
chimera.
right,
Is
chimera.
that-
They love words like
is that-
chimera on the avian.
Is
They
that
do.
is that with an H? Does it have an H in it?
No, I
Um,
think it's with a K.
Oh, okay. K.
Yeah.
I was just
I-
watching these two, like being like, as a dream, just like, huh, interesting.
Look, let my level intelligence of my 11 intelligence shine. It's
I
definitely.
like that the Volder was like, I could stop this.
Yeah,
But I won't.
You sound wrong, but I'll leave into it.
So, and then Clarence is, I assume Clarence has taken the basics intro to magical examination course at the avium. And
Yes, magical
And-
CSI, absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
But
And-
Clarence, I think we already know how they died.
No, I'm not looking at how they died. I'm more trying to figure out where they came from and if they're actual like magical, or if they're like are actually here, like weren't made by other people
Right.
that weren't their parents, because if they would have. And yes.
So you may roll nature, arcana, survival, even medicine, or you can sell me on something else. I don't think you could fit athletics into this, but honestly, I'm open to hear it.
Okay, but performance. No, I'm just kidding. We're gonna do arcana.
You're gonna start reciting Shakespeare.
You're performing a check.
Yeah, exactly. I think I'm putting on a great show.
Just keep. Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio,
Mm.
a fellow most infinite
Guidance.
jest.
Guidance. Nice. Really good.
Oh my gosh. What does guidance do again? I'm so sorry.
Adds a D4.
Adds a D4.
Adds a D4. You know what? Just because I'm thinking Derek's gonna make this really hard, we're gonna do that. Oh, okay. So that's a 23.
That's a 23.
Beautiful.
Okay.
And that was an arcana check. I don't know if I said that.
Okay. Cool. I think with arcana, you pick up you basically do a I don't think you necessarily have to do a necropsy. Some of these are kind of cut open in their own ways. But you do a little gross poking around. You do a little squishing with a stick, and you get some pretty good details about this thing. Categorically, if you were to kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species, these monsters, they probably would fall into the monstrosity category, which means that there's a little bit of arcane history to them. These didn't come out of a wizard's tower or anything like that. They are, as far as you can tell, natural species. All three of them seem to be diverse enough that they came from a stable population, weren't all cloned. They are chimeric, much as Mochi did point out. You do feel that the spelling isn't right, but you don't care. You note that they have incredible sensory organs, that they probably have excellent sense of smell and sight. Obviously, they have wings. They have hollow bones to support their flight, but still are rather large, and so their wingspan is large as well. Again, antlers and talons and teeth, they have a lot of ways to attack, but you get that they are probably ambush predators, swooping down from above, much like they did with all of you, trying not to land unless necessary, because once they're on the ground, they are vulnerable. That's what you get.
Additional questions from the back of
Yeah.
the class, please.
Oh, yes, Mochi, I'm sorry. I forgot you were there. Yes.
Other than plotting revenge for being called Clarence's assistant, Mochi's gonna listen to Clarence rattle all this off, writing it down. I don't think that the ones that were properly squished can be taxidermied anyway, because they were partly turned into paste. Can Mochi get some of the bigger feathers and preferably some of the tendons for reasons?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll for medicine.
Thank you.
For reasons.
Shut up.
More reasons.
Mochi, that's a great
Yeah.
idea to take samples. Yeah.
Yes, samples, definitely. 20, 17, and 4 is 21.
Okay. Yeah, I would say that with a 21, you are pretty deftly able to get whatever samples you want. You could pop some teeth. You could get some saliva, other fluids.
Wait,
feathers.
do they have teeth inside their beaks?
No beaks. These have
Oh.
wolf heads.
Oh,
heads.
you're right.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you for the
Yeah,
reminder.
wolf heads with antlers. So yes, they do have teeth.
Good Lord.
I'll get some samples, but I also want to harvest some of the longer tendons, because I need those.
Also to that point, since Marley, you didn't have a ranged weapon, there was a crossbowman who's probably not taking that into the afterlife with them. So if you did want to loot some corpses, you all are welcome to.
Well, did we not bring? I thought we were bringing back all of her people.
Yeah, before
that not
you do
happen?
that, you want to be like, oh, where'd my crossbow go?
Oh,
nowhere?
so weird.
Come on,
What
halfway
crossbow?
through
What
the-
crossbow? You're just stuffing it in your cloak.
Yeah.
Smoking out.
Where's my armor? Why am I naked in the snow?
So weird.
Oh man, that creature just ripped you. Just
Yeah, real pervert Parrington,
crazy
real
thing.
inappropriate.
Yeah. Boss just watches Nick all your stuff, but it's probably fine.
like it had thumbs and it had full on hands and it just delicately took the clothes off. It was crazy.
Call it the resurrection tax.
I think instead I will wait until we get to the camp. If they have
Fair
someone who
enough.
is willing to trade, I will do it the honorable way.
Good for you.
Yeah.
With these
Voldemort is
mercenaries
honorable.
should be
Before he
fine.
heals this guy up, he tosses you the is it crossbow or bow?
So the Killer Queen had a short bow. The crossbow. There was a crossbowman who had a light crossbow.
On the dead fella?
Yes, yeah, the one that was by the rock.
But
that
he's
was
not
crossbowman.
dead anymore.
He's not dead,
Yeah,
but I'm healing him, so I'm gonna quickly toss you this crossbow, and then I'm gonna give him a heal.
Voldy, toss me some bolts.
I mean, we won the fight, so we get the spoils.
That's right.
They'll understand, and if they don't, they'll
We'll make
understand.
Jesus. All right.
Hey, everyone, let's get him back up. That's an easy tax. Okay, you get to come back to life.
Yeah, exactly. That's the tax. That's good thinking.
So, after taking your time to examine the Perytons, claim the things that you want off of them, you begin to travel with Killer Queen and her mostly just rejuvenated crew as you travel into the forest towards the east, no longer on the trail. And the trees, obviously, in the Humblewood are very large, but she navigates this winding path through them where, like, if you had a large cart, it'd be very difficult, especially with a large pack animal. But you just on foot, you kind of realize that she's created these hidden trenches in the snow with, like, kind of pieces of or bits of wood that have packed in the snow around them so that she can almost travel through the wood without being seen. Like, these trenches make it so that even Argus is like, you would just be able to see like the tips of his horned owl feathers as he travels through these trenches that wind in the snow. So they have this hidden path that you'd only otherwise be able to see from above. And it takes you about an hour and a half, but you do eventually come to a break in the trench. And I will say there are like little spots. Think of like World War I trenches, little breakouts where like you could stop and sit, rest, snack, whatever you need. But you do eventually reach a break, an opening where this wide camp has been created, and there's a fire that is built. There are caravans, and there are multiple types of humble folk around. And as you all reach this camp, that is where we are going to take our break. So stick around, folks. We'll be back in about 10 to 15, and we will see what other signs from above our party can discover this episode. Thank you for joining us, and as always, you can impact this game and support a wonderful cause by donating to Fauna and Flora. You can see the link in our for our Tiltify in chat, and do be aware that it does have a conversion rate to British pounds, so bear that in mind. But if you are able and generous enough to donate, you can impact this game. So hey, there's an incentive. Stick around. We'll be right back. Unwelcome winter, everybody. I'm Derek Sword. I am your GM. Before we jump back into it, a couple of things. First of all, as I said before, as I will say a couple of times before we end, you can support this show. Actually, you can impact this show, support a great cause by donating through Fauna and Flora International. You can find the Tiltify link in our chat and also on all of our socials. And if you do that, you, like I said, can impact this game. You can give advantages, you can give crits, you can give complications. It's all fun stuff. Definitely check it out and support a great cause. As always, a heads up that it does convert whatever your currency is, if it is not British pounds, to British pounds. So be aware of that exchange rate. Another thing, my players just leveled up during break, so we're going to have a little bit of change now. You all are level 4 now. Fun stuff. Just in time for session 4. Weird. This is session 4, right? Yeah.
No. Yes.
No? Yes.
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 Yes. Yeah.
Say it
Yes.
with confidence. It has to be true. I'm going to double check that. But hey, it is. Yeah, cool. This is session 4. Awesome. Nice job, me. Okay, jumping back into it. You all have survived an attack from Perytons, from bandits, have befriended maybe a little bit some bandits, and have followed the seemingly bandit leader, Killer Queen, back to a bandit encampment. I've said bandit a lot. So, traveling through the forest in this secret pathway that has been seemingly made for travel for these criminal individuals. You all find yourselves at this secluded, hidden, almost within like a snow valley where they've built up this natural wall of packed snow all around them, which you kind of notice as you walk into this area kind of contains heat as well, where they've almost created like the beginnings of a dome around you, and this central fire, which has melted all the snow around it, has that heat kind of reflected back at you. And so there's warmth here. There are caravans. You can see that there are wider paths which have been carved outwards. This isn't the only entrance and exit that you all have found. And there are numerous folk about. There is the sound of music. There is the sound of clanging from a blacksmith. There are a couple of other small fires as well, which cooking pots have been put up on. And yeah, benches, tents. We're talking maybe around 30 folk in total is what you all could judge as you look around. And Killer Queen kind of stops at the entrance to, gesture you all forward. Please make yourselves as much at home as you can. You are welcome to stay for as long as you like. And please don't cause any trouble. That's all I ask.
Seems fair.
That last one's a new rule, specifically.
It's well, I'm saying it specifically for your benefit, I guess. As trouble these days, especially in a small place like this, tends to get small problems become big problems, and we're trying to avoid that as much as possible. We keep the problems outside the camp.
Just everyone make sure your pockets are inside your pockets.
And if you do have any kind of conflicts, the fighting pit is directly to the north.
Sorry, one more time.
See Clarix's eyes wide and sparkle.
Should you need to settle your problems with violence, the fighting pit is to the north.
Okay, no, didn't mishear you. Great.
You did not. We have what food we have to share, and should you need anything at all, please make use of it. Just like I said, be fair.
I do need to talk to you about something.
I figured. And she kind of goes walking off towards one of the larger standing tents, and gestures for you to come with her.
I think should we make ourselves scarce, like politely, so we can do the thing? I'm kind of curious about these fight tents.
Well, I want to know.
Sometimes, mostly when you're traveling with people, it's good to let them have a little bit of space. Besides, he is massive and might not take too well to us eavesdropping.
Why don't you go convert more people to Hath? Yeah.
I'll start with the ones that died.
Okay.
They're the ones that you have to target first, right? They're right.
I mean, I don't follow Hath, but sure, you can have those.
They've seen the other side. They know what awaits them.
They've seen it. Now they know.
Now they know. Now they must share.
Are we going to the fighting pits?
Yeah, sounds good. Right, let's go too.
Clarence is gonna pluck off a mushroom to snack on.
Yeah, no, he said he lets help himself, and like tough as a hair. Marley, you're a tough sort. You fancy your look?
I'm a lover, really, to be honest.
I look Marley up and down, who is obviously a fighter.
Marley instead's gonna kind of like put her arm around Mochi. Yeah, I'm good, thanks. I've had enough for today with the fighting and the blood. I'm good. Yeah.
Okay, understood.
Okay. So Molson does look towards Clarence and Volderall. You fellows looking to go to the fighting pits there, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Oh, yeah. Always a good time. Typically, not always, but we always got a couple of folk just looking to, settle a disagreement or two. It's the quickest and most fashionable way to do it.
This?
Hey, if you got food or coin you wanna bet. There's always somebody looking for a little bit of action.
Oh yeah, that's my language. All right, Clarence, you're gonna learn a lot on this one.
Hey, wait, Clarence, 1 second.
Well, yeah.
Much will grab you by both your shoulders, and so fuck him up, and we'll cast Shield of Faith on you.
Oh. Well, I wasn't
About to
gonna
sleep.
fight,
I don't have to save my spell slots. We're about to have a sleep. Right.
Okay, yeah.
What
okay.
does Mochi's Shield of Faith look like? Is it like glimmering brilliance? Is it even visible, or is it like the sheen that's over Clarence now?
It's less. It's not brilliant. It's more like questionable shadows because it makes you harder to hit. So
I like that.
Clarence just a little bit less visible, in fact. So you get +2 AC when you want to go fuck someone up.
Clarence's saturation goes down like a few levels. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. All
right. So with Clarence, Volderall, and Molson going off towards the fighting pits, Marley, where are you headed?
I'm with Mochi. Wherever Mochi's headed.
Okay, so Mochi, where are you and Marley going?
We're going to look for those bandits that died and got resurrected by us because they need to hear about Our Lady and Savior Hath.
Okay. They immediately go for the central fire. Having felt the cold touch of death, they go to warm their bones. So
I will go warm their souls.
It's fantastic. Okay. While all that happens, Argus, you and Killer Queen go off to a large tent, like I said, large standing tent. She opens the tent flap for you. Inside, you can see that there is a map of the Humblewood where she has several little pieces laid out. You kind of get that these might be her investments. But you also see, there are pieces for like the Alderheart, the Avium. It's kind of a battle map, but there aren't like military forces. It's mostly like, whatever she'd be working on. And there's weapon racks. There's a bed in the corner. There are blankets laid down in here to kind of like protect from the snow a little bit. Like you can kind of feel your feet aren't frozen for the first time in a long time. And she brings you in, stands on the other side of the desk. All right, Argus. What are you doing here?
Well, Jasmine, someone stole something from the Alderheart. Well, not from the Alderheart, from the Avium, right?
Yeah.
Someone stole something from the Avium. And it might be what's causing this very, very long winter.
Her eyes narrow at that. What do you know about anything that was stolen from the Avium?
I know that it was an object of great importance and that it's worth the reputation of the Avium itself, that it hasn't been reported. Apparently, since the Avium is this unbreakable, untouchable source of magical wealth, that only the best could have taken from it.
Right. Go ahead and roll for persuasion.
Ooh. Persuasion. No, that's a 17.
Okay. So what then? Are you accusing me?
I didn't
You
say
think
that.
What did you say, Argus? What are you... Why would you even risk being out this far? Knowing who's looking for you, knowing what could happen to you out this way, and you stumble into my net, and now all of a sudden you're my problem all over again. What? Why?
Because I want this winter to end. I want freedom again. And if I have to race into the bear trap, then I'm going to do that. You taught me that. With your stories. And I've never been averse to getting myself hurt to get what I want.
I know that's true. Personal safety has never been seemingly a priority for you. I don't know who exactly took it. I know that they asked me. Your family did. Because they said that I was the best. And I knew even then that that was a lie. Because we all know who the actual best is. I'm the best that was in the business at the time, but, you know, retirement comes for us all. But stealing from the avian? I had a bad feeling about it. And if there's one thing I ever taught you, it's to trust your gut on things. And my gut said no. Not this time, not this heist. And that's why I'm here. Talk about diversifying investments. Why am I lowering myself to petty ambushes? It's because I am no longer welcome. And the fortress, I am no longer welcome by your family. Because I said no. The first time I said no. The first fucking time I said no.
What if they had that much power?
Since you left. They consolidated, they eradicated, they are kings now. Argus, you know who took this. You know who everyone learns from once or twice while they're at the fortress. And I have no doubt that he doesn't care. So when you see your dad again, give him a special fuck you from me.
I can't believe that bastard is destroying the world for his reputation. It doesn't surprise me, though it should.
As I understand it, the job didn't originate with him. The money was coming from somewhere else, but you also know your dad enough that money is enough to see the world around him go to absolute shite. He has all he'll ever need up there in that fortress in the mountains, and he gets to watch everything else just freeze below.
Now you know why I came here. One,
Suppose I do.
I wanted to see you. Because I knew you would have the answers I need. Two, because I missed you.
I missed you too. I worried about you every single day. And I hoped that I would never have to see you again because of that. But now that you're here, it's nice to see how well you're doing for yourself. And it's nice to see that you've made some friends as well.
Traveling alone gets you killed alone. So they're good company. They're good people. Not like
Handle themselves pretty well.
Yeah, not like the riffraff we usually hang out with. Not selfish.
Good people are hard to come by these days.
I mean, despite being banished, despite being banished, you seem to have made quite the community here. These people get banished too?
No, they didn't start out like this. They turned to this because they didn't have enough. It's the reason a lot of people turned to this life. They didn't have enough and had to take it from those who did. Times are hard, I have tried to keep our violence limited, our theft reasonable, and bellies as full as I can. But no, these people are hurting the same as everyone else.
Well, at least you still have honor in the profession.
That is one thing I hope to never lose. And it seems like banishment did us both some good. Self-imposed or not.
Well, I'm gonna make sure that I get back whatever this damn thing is that can cause a nightmarish winter for the past 5 years. And
Argus, I believe that if anyone could do it, it would be you. I have yet to see anything that can actually stand in your way for very long. Use that stubbornness. It'll do you good.
I didn't really have a stake other than because it was the right thing to do. Now that I see you again, now that I know what he's done to you, I want to steal back your freedom. Not just from my dad, but for the world. You deserve to fly, Jasmine.
She comes around the table and kind of puts, feathery hand on either of your shoulders. Just make sure that you get to fly as two on the other side. We'll fly together.
I'm gonna take that chance. Argus will press his forehead against theirs.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna steal the world together.
You just nod against your forehead. We leave Argus and Jasmine in the tent and pick up with Clarence, Volderol, and Molson as they are heading towards the fighting pits. Let's see. Okay. The three of you travel down one of the side paths towards the north, and very much again, it's packed up like a trench with snow on either side, until you come to an open area that's almost set up like a hockey rink is how we might use it, like a skating rink. It is ice, almost like a small pond that's been frozen over. There's railing all around the outside, and some bench seating, like stadium seating, with a few collection of humble folks sitting on it. And in the center, in this fighting rink, is what I'm going to call it, you see a Vulpin and a Corvum with knives out, doing their best to keep their feet as they are trying to stab each other and are slipping on the ice all around. It's not optimal for actual fighting. And you notice that as they keep falling and getting back up, it's getting to the point where they will slash at each other, but then one of them will fall and they'll help them up, oh no, I get it, I've been there a second ago. And they're kind of working it out, and there's cheering around. It's oh, take his eye out, stuff like that. But so far, very little bloodshed. Molson looks to Volderol, to Clarence. So yeah, here's the fighting rink. Do y'all want to participate? You got a scuffle you want to do? You looking to have a Donnybrook?
I mean, that depends. I'm looking down into the rink at these two guys, kind of skittering about, trying to slash each other. Go. It's not quite what I had in mind. I'm not going to lie to you there. Molson, was it?
Oh yeah, Molson. Sure.
All right.
Yep.
Hey, sorry for smacking you earlier. You seem all right.
Oh no, I was gonna beat the hell out of you too. It's all good. That's just yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
All's fair in scuffling and war. Yep.
I dap him up. Weirdly, I respect this. He's like, I was gonna stab you as well. It's okay.
Yeah, I was totally gonna kill you. That's so weird.
Yeah.
Oh, we got so much in common.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? If you want to jump down sometime, nah. Actually, Clarence, you got a little something before you left out. You're not planning to jump in, are you?
Well, I am here to learn stuff, so probably the best way to learn is just to do.
And Clarence is gonna hop on one of the benches and is just gonna scream into the middle of the ring.
Yeah, give him the 1-2.
Yeah. Volvo joins. Yeah. Wait, which one are we cheering for?
I don't know.
All right. Well, give him the 1-2. Both of you, give them both 1-2s.
Clarence, you feel a tap on your shoulder, a little clawed tap, and as you turn around, there is a large badger, a Linelli, who is looking at you.
Hey, can you please respect line of sight? You're a better door than a window.
I'm a better door than a window.
He means you're in the way, Clarence.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to watch
nice
the
to
fight.
Meet you. Oh, well, why would you want to watch a fight when you could be in a fight?
This badger stands up like twice your size.
You calling me out then?
Just wondering if you're up for a friendly little tussle.
Yeah, friendly. Yeah, all right then.
Okay.
Yeah, no, fine. Yeah, no, Voldemort is gonna take out his arm and quietly give them blessed.
This escalated so quickly.
I thought we were just I think Voldemort's gonna come back with a snack and a drink and just sit kind of go, I'm gonna fight in the ring.
The badger looks over
Yeah,
at
let's
Molson.
fight.
Molson, meeting this one next, whatever the hell his name is.
Clarence, what's your name?
Clarence.
Just kind of like grumbles at you. His name is William.
William.
You can call me Bill, though, since this is friendly, apparently.
Oh, yeah, it is friendly. You can still call me Clarence. I don't have an abbreviation to my name yet, but you're welcome to give me a nickname.
That's all right.
Clarence,
I'll
don't
shorten
want
you a
your
little
podcast to
bit.
give you a nickname, mate.
Oh, innocent.
Especially when it's gonna stick. That's never a good idea.
Clarence is gonna hold out their paw for like a friendly handshake.
You're like, yeah, let's do this.
Clarence, give me an athletics check, or if you, because they are going to squeeze your hand.
Oh, okay. Athletics.
Clarence can do that.
That's a 13.
Okay. Clarence, you will take 1 point of damage as the hand just crunches your little bunny bones just a little bit.
Oh no.
Oh, you are really strong. Did you work really hard at that, or is that like a natural gift?
Yeah, I did work really hard at it. Thank you.
Yeah, good for you. Bumping it up.
And Clarence is just gonna go for like the little like punch on the bicep, you know?
I'm so tempted to give him like 1 point of psychic damage at the confusion.
He should.
Yeah, honestly.
All right then. Yeah, okay.
I want to just quickly point out that I meant guidance, not bless, is what I gave Clarence.
Fair enough. Okay.
Gives him a plus T4.
All right. Well, with that, Clarence, are you going to watch the rest of the fight and then just like prep for that?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, we'll cut away real quick to Mochi and Marley as you go to sit by the fire. what would you both like to do?
So, you died today, and that was awful, I think. Never done it myself. But
Yeah, it wasn't great.
we brought you back because, well, we're nice people, and we needed more people to help soak up damage from the big scary chimera things, but also so we could tell
Reasonable,
you about one of the coolest gods ever. My personal god, personal favorite. Her name's Hath, and she's a little shadowy, sneaky, stealthy starlight. And maybe she can help you, maybe not die next time. It's worked for me so far. Winning smile.
Go ahead and roll for religion.
Also, if you don't want to join like the main religion, we are starting like a chapter that some people are calling a cult, but it's really more of like a subsection of the church.
Roll religion with disadvantage.
Wait.
Persuasion or something?
Wait. Hold the phone.
Lead with the
first,
gun.
If you tell
persuasion.
someone it's a cult, but not really a cult, they're gonna go, what?
People are calling us a cult. They're liars.
They're wrong.
heretics.
Incorrect.
Look, the
They're
main difference between a
heretics.
church and a cult is the amount of people in it, and if you're
Yes.
tax exempt.
Mm.
I'm gonna get tax exempt this year. I
That
don't know
doesn't
how
sound
yet.
culty at all.
Do you want to not pay your taxes? Join my chapter.
Join my chapter.
You heard of
Pay
Jesus?
taxes?
Well, I'm back.
So, Marley has a feat, if not a feat, a trait that allows her to use help. You can just use help as like a bonus action. It's called team tactics. So she's literally just sitting there the whole time. She's being like, yeah, exactly what she said. Like looking like completely earnest, like really, really trying to help sell this. Just being like, yeah, for sure.
I love this the most
100%.
reasonable squirrel you've ever seen.
Exactly.
Just be, yeah.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, no, she seems balanced and healthy. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
The fact that she's a freak.
Yeah, 100%. So you can take advantage on that check.
Okay. So flat roll. This
Flat
can be
religion.
persuasion. Yes.
All right, uppies for half.
Uppies for half.
Uppies for half.
That is a natural 17 for a
Ooh,
19.
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Look at my whole +2 in religion.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to say, you hear this little voice in the back of your head that's just like, yes, you're doing so good. You're doing so good. Don't mention the cult thing. Okay. You've got them. Reel them in.
Subsection. Church.
Go. And you would watch as like, you could almost see like little twilight stars glimmer just for a second behind their eyes as this pigeon and this vulpin kind of look at you and go, yeah, all right. Yeah. I like the sound of this hat. This sounds pretty nice actually. Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, I didn't know where I was gonna go when I was crossing over. There was let's just say don't want to repeat that one. But yeah, if I knew where I was going, sure.
We're fine.
Yeah. Okay. So tell me more about uppies for half?
Uppies for half. We do. I don't know how much like water and stuff you have here, but it is important to always wash your hands before you eat. That is like one of the sacraments. It's deeply important.
We're surrounded by snow, and that's a form of waters.
Perfect. Don't use yellow snow and don't use red snow because blood never comes out of snow.
I knew that.
For you. But yeah, just wash your hands before eating. Uppies for half. Sneaking, good. Doing things under the cover of darkness, also good. Trying not to be a total asshole to people who have less than you, also good. Smacking people who are worse than you, definitely good.
Oh, all right. I'm loving these tenets. Okay, I could get behind this faith. All right. Anniek, give me just a roll 20, just a d20. Give me a d20 roll. Roll 20.
15. I have no idea what I'm rolling.
So, what's the best form of advertising? Word of mouth.
Word of mouth.
Word of mouth.
Word of mouth.
You have converted to. I will say, even on the other side of the fire, there's already a somebody who's like family prayed to Hath, and like when you do uppies for Hath, it's like speaking as one, a kid who was raised Catholic, and somebody starts to do a Hail Mary, and before you know it, you're saying it along, and you're like, I don't even believe this shit anymore. You end up getting 15 people out of like you get almost half this encampment.
Yeah.
Who by the time that like night falls, they're all looking up in the stars like, oh, is that Hath up there? Uppies for Hath, uppies for Hath, and uppies for Hath to you, and also with you.
I'd be with you.
We're also doing the thing where you use the ash to make like the raccoon masks.
Oh yes.
It was such a hit with the kids. It's gonna be awesome here as well.
The cleanest hands in all of Humblewood in this one camp. Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to be a high priestess. I knew it.
You're gonna be something.
Oh, that sounded mean.
I high priestess, cult leader. I mean, they're kind of interchangeable,
Right?
honestly. Yeah.
Yeah, again,
just mix the letters around and you'll find it somewhere else.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm so sure.
I mean, High Priestess already sounds kind of culty anyway, right? So it's all good.
That sounds all good.
So
okay.
instead of thief, you do acquisitions expert. It's fine.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that.
So let's come back to Clarence and Bill.
Mochi just want to really quickly give Marley a hug. Oh, thank you.
Clarence, the fight has ended. The Corvette ended up taking a pretty decent slash threw their dagger down. Argument was settled. Money and food is kind of dispersed. Like they're trading like acorn seeds, that kind of thing, or they're actually trading money to buy that sort of thing. And Bill stands up.
All right then, Clarence. You ready for this?
I am ready for this. Are you ready for this? And
I
it's
was
like,
born ready for this.
yeah, you were.
This is feeling weirdly wholesome. I was really angry at you a minute ago.
Bill, quick question.
Yeah.
What are the rules? Because I assume we're not supposed to like murder each other. You know, that would be a little inconvenient to some people.
We keep going until somebody taps out, or one of us does in fact get murdered.
Oh, okay. But anything goes, right?
Yeah. But
Okay.
whatever you got, little one, bring it.
Oh, like just like full on bring it, or like.
I can take it. Whatever you got.
Okay.
Anything goes, you said. All right.
The confidence of this buddy walking away just is just. I like intimidated. I'm not even gonna make you roll. That's intimidating.
It's like the youngest, cutest thing going. Anything goes, right?
Anything
Like,
goes.
Anything?
To the death, you said? Okay.
Wow,
while we've
Mr.
been
Bill.
chatting, actually, I wanted
Your
to see if I
descendants
just-
are gonna feel this.
I want to get a couple of bets going. I'm betting, of course, on Klaus, but I want to try and build it up that like Bill looks. I mean, like look at that guy. Eh? He's massive. I'm only really doing this because they're my mate, and I want to make sure that they got somebody in the corner. But I could do a small bet, I guess, just like to random people in the stalls.
Okay. I'm trying to think of what odds would be between if somebody just looked at Clarence and then looked at Bill.
I want to wait until
would
Klaus
think.
looks the cutest, and then be like, look over there, look. See, probably gonna go down easy, but they're my mate, so.
Okay. Cool. I am going to give, let's say, 3-1 odds against Clarence. So if you bet on Clarence, you will multiply by 3.
Actually betting on Clarence.
Okay.
Is it like a boxing like you got a corner they can sit in so I can give Clarence some
Yeah, there's a little chair on both
I'm gonna
sides.
be the Rocky to your Creed.
Oh, a new reference. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. I don't remember Rocky's trainer's name.
Mick, you're gonna eat
Mick.
lightning and crap thunder.
There you go. I will be
All
both
right.
Mick and Rocky for you.
There you go. Transferring through the years. Great. So, Clarence, go ahead and give me a initiative roll.
Oh right,
you-
yeah.
Yeah, you would watch as Bill pulls out a scimitar and a dagger. Those are the items that he is armed with, and puts on like this leather armor to kind of pat himself a little bit. And you can tell from this armor he's probably done this a time or two.
Yeah.
Kid, you got this? Like, I'm like rubbing their shoulders.
I mean, I'll probably go down in the first round, but I really just want to like learn some stuff, and I think Bill looks really experienced and looks like a professional.
Look, Clarence, I really
So
believe
positive.
in you, okay? I watched you fight earlier, and I know you can do this. Don't go in there thinking you're going to go down, all right? Plus, I put a lot of money on you, so I'm going to give you guidance real quick. And also, that floor looks kind of slippery, so I'm going to mold earth to give you little dirt shoes so you can walk on the ice.
Oh, they're so cute.
Okay, all right. So it will be difficult terrain for Bill. It will not be difficult terrain for Clarence.
Anything
like
goes,
that.
he said. Let's go.
Anything goes. Bill does not have a wizard in his corner. Okay.
Don't forget that Clarence's AC is 17.
Yeah, it
Shield of
is.
Faith is still going, because that's a pretty long fucking spell, and I haven't cast anything else.
So we will say that this ring is like 15 feet across. So you will have, if you're moving towards one side, it's not going to be difficult terrain for Clarence, but you at least have like 1 5-foot block between the two of you. Okay, what was your initiative roll?
It was 20.
Okay,
Beat
rolled
that,
an
Bill.
18, so Bill did not. Clarence, you get to go first.
Okay.
Give me your
all right.
1-2, Clarence.
I'm trying. Okay, so Clarence, okay, because we have this thing. Clarence wants to start off. We're trying to see what Bill is all about. So Clarence is actually, Derek, let me know if you'll allow this.
Sure.
So prestidigitation allows you to warm up like 1 cubic foot of material.
Correct.
So Clarence would like to warm up the part of ice underneath one of Bill's feet to make it water, and then I don't know how cold it is, that it might just be ice immediately once his foot's in it. I don't know, but that's what Clarence would is envisioning.
I hate the way you phrase it, where you're like, I don't know, maybe it would just like make him slip and fall or something. Who knows? Okay, I like this. I'm going to count this as like a really small area of grease. So typically 10 feet. It's just going to be like, what were you doing under his foot? What's your save? What's your spell save?
It is it just went up. So that's a 13.
A 13. Okay. So this is going to be a dex save at 13. What is your dex? Your dex probably isn't. Oh, it's not bad. Okay. It's not 1. So you go to like spell shape. Prestidigitation is something like even the audience is like, boo, lame, my 3-year-old can do that. Not really knowing even what you're doing because it's such a versatile spell. And Bill just kind of huffs to himself, goes to take a step forward. The foot he pushes off with gives through and just goes bam right onto the ice, nose first. Get like a little bit of a bloody nose from that. I'm actually going to give him a D4 of damage from falling on ice. Okay.
The whole audience goes, ah.
He takes a little bit to get back to his feet because again it's on the ice, and he finally gets to his feet, which is half his movement. So that's 15. He's just able to get to you in this otherwise 15-foot space, and he is going to make his attacks on you. And he goes, "I don't care what that was. No bullshit."
Wait, question. Ow. If he used 15 to get up and it's difficult terrain for him.
Right, yeah. But it's 15 across. So if he used 15, he probably would get to just the center square, which is still within 5 feet of Clarence, right? Because it's 3 squares across.
3 squares across.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was trying to math it out and figure out what that might look like, and of course I dropped my actually I don't know what I dropped. Anyway. Okay, so he is going to make 2 attacks on you, one with the scimitar, one with the dagger. So the first one to hit is only that's an 18, so that does hit. Okay.
Yep.
The second one does not. So you are going to only take 7 points of slashing damage as he kind of comes down at you wildly with the scimitar, goes in for the dagger, cuts short, like there's tears in his eyes from the bloody nose. And that is it for his turn. It is your turn.
Oh, wow. I really thought that you were going to take me out that round. That was really cool.
Thank you.
Clarence is gonna use. Yes, Clarence is gonna use her rabbit hop.
Okay.
And is going to jump to the other side to just get around again, like on the other side of him.
Just pull back and pull over the whole time.
Yeah. Agile. You got to be like a boxer, right?
Yeah. Does it float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, Clarence?
And then Clarence is going to issue like this loud, like squealing sound, but to Bill, it's gonna sound horrific as Clarence is gonna cast Shatter, and centering it so that it just hits Bill.
Oh, on the ice?
And the ice, yeah, definitely. Yeah. Clarence is ready for this.
Can I psych up the crowd as well? I don't know, like a performance check or something to get them like cheering Clarence at this point.
Yeah, they're not really sure what to think of Clarence as they've just watched, former champion Bill, like hit Clarence with a blade and Clarence go, that was neat, and then hop over. This gives me 100% Tobey Maguire Spider-Man vibes. Yeah. Buzzsaw. Yeah. Shatter away. It's a Constitution save?
Yes.
Shatter. Okay. Roll a 6. 4 + 2.
Okay.
Please shatter, my boy.
Okay. 1, 2.
And then yes, Pan, absolutely, you can roll for. You can just do like a charisma roll, persuasion. You're kind of like hyping up the crowd.
Yeah. I'm proper hype manning.
I'm gonna use my. Can I use my guidance on this? Or no, not for the damage, right?
I
Not
don't
damage.
think so. No.
Yeah. Okay. No. That's fine.
Just checks.
No, it's all good. So Clarence is going to do 10 thunder damage to Bill, and of course, any non-magical object that isn't being worn or carried is also damaged.
Of course. Okay. Clarence,
Man.
first of all, Pan, give me the roll for your height.
Yeah, I got 15.
15. Okay. So what do you chant?
Oh man, it's just gonna be Clarence. It's gonna be like, just Clarence, and then as if anyone like picks it up, it's just gonna keep repeating like, give him the old 1-2.
Give him the old 1-2.
Yeah.
You're like you standing in the front going, give him the old 1-2, and
get calling relief from the crowd.
This like sonic boom emits from Clarence, just blasting back poor Bill. The ice shatters, it's a very apt word, beneath his feet, and he goes into the freezing water, where he immediately drops both of his weapons and is just trying to swim, and he goes, all right, good job, Clarence.
Bill, you did so good! And Clarence is gonna like cast prestidigitation to like warm him up as he's trying to swim out so that, he doesn't get hypothermia.
Yeah, he's trying to push himself up on the ice and it's breaking as he tries to get up and like puts a paw out.
Too warm for it.
It was very educational for me, Clarence.
I really liked what you did with with the sword and the dagger and the swoop. Like that was really cool.
Thank you. Yep. Okay. All right. I learned a lot today. I learned a lot about underestimating your enemies and Clarence, if I can, I would like to call you a friend, because calling you an enemy scares the hell out of me.
Bill, we can be friends. I'm so excited. Do you
Oh my
want to
God,
get a
that's so
meal?
wholesome.
I would like that very much, thank you.
Okay.
Voldemort, how much did you bet?
Oh,
How much
man.
money did
Voldemort was
Voldemort
molding
make?
it. Voldemort was like, "Oh, dinner's on me, guys. I came out pretty nice."
Yeah, the bookie is just beside themselves, just like,
Thank
take it, I
you.
guess.
Thank
know
you,
what
and
happened.
thank you. Yeah, I give Clarence the head toss on that. Good work, kid.
Like they had their
Thank
Christmas
you.
bonus in the pool, and they're like, "No, what the hell happens?"
Okay. So Clarence, you return to the camp with your new friend, shivery friend Bill, and return to the. I'm presuming you're going to like the central fire.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. As you do note that there are, weirdly enough, like other people going around going, "Hey, have you heard about the good word of Hath? Yeah, up is for Hath. Weird, yeah." And you're like, "I know Hath." You all turn to the central fire. You find Mochi there. You find Marley as well. We can absolutely say that Argus, if you would like, you may join as well.
Sure.
And Killer Queen as well. Yeah. So sitting around the fire as night begins to arrive, what would you all like to do?
First of all, I was going to say, like, just seeing that there are many more Hath followers by the notation of the ash around the eyes, and then I see Clarence just chilling out with just a shivering, much bigger individual that looks like they have a look of shame on their face, while Clarence looks the proudest they've ever looked. I think, I guess it's just to Killer Queen. It's like, I should have noted that my party can be very influential to those around them. They are not as charismatic as you, but their charisma is still a nightmare.
And she just smiles. These people have been without something to believe in for far too long as it is. A little bit of belief never hurt anyone. A lot of bit did, so I will rein this shit in if I have to, but...
Yeah, it should... I think Hath is alright. I think it's a kind of like a... It's honestly might be good for bandits. Its tenets are bandit related, but I'd be careful around Mochi. They are a trickster. Good natured, but a trickster. I know you probably trick them from here all the way to the mountains themselves, but be wary. And then there's Clarence. Clarence is like, I will say this with utter sincerity, and these words don't usually come out of my mouth. They are the sweetest being. They are eager to learn, and they are the day that something bad happens to them, the world will shatter.
Terrifying, honestly.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Ugh, it's wild, but they seem to be doing well for themselves here.
I believe we had another complication.
No. Who did it?
I was just gonna say, like, while Argus and Jasmine are talking, I picture Clarence and Mochi at the fire, just talking at each other simultaneously, going, and then this other one also made the mask, and you're just going on and on about how you dropped the guy into the ice.
And then I melted the ice, and then I shattered the ice.
Where has it was like, oh my god, sorry.
Oh my god.
I will get wisdom saving throws from everyone, please.
Oh.
No! I did it to
Wisdom.
myself.
Respectfully, no.
Oh, fuck. Wisdom.
Okay.
Look, I am made of wisdom, okay?
16?
Oh my gosh.
19.
I also got a 19.
11.
Having stated that I am made of wisdom, I'm going to use one of my rerolls on this.
Okay.
Because that was beyond awful.
How many do we each have? Because I know we have.
Oh, that's so
You
much
got
better.
to keep track of that.
Well, I know I have like 3.
Yeah.
I got 2. So yeah.
I'm going through.
I think I have 3.
But at least this isn't a natural 2. This becomes a 22.
That's much better.
It certainly beats an 8.
Marley, as the chatter of your friends, your companions, your new friends, former enemies, the camp around you seem to almost drown out. Your eyes are drawn to the fire at the center of the camp, this bonfire that is keeping everything warm, and it strikes you that this is the first time today that you've felt true warmth. And as your eyes just lock in on that brightest bit of that flame, that white heat at the center, you hear a voice in your mind. And
Fine.
it's warm and welcoming and ashen, and it says, "I've been waiting for you to notice me."
Marley kind of looks around.
Nobody else hears this.
Oh, yeah. She's just kind of like, maybe somebody else is hearing it and not reacting, and just kind of, after a moment when it's clear that nobody else is hearing it, she looks back to the fire.
We've been friends for so long, Harlow. Haven't you noticed?
Does this voice sound familiar?
I don't think so. I don't think you've ever heard this before.
Okay, neat.
Don't you have any words for an old friend?
She kind of looks around again. And has that moment of like, if nobody else is hearing this, me speaking out loud is probably not the best idea that I've had all day. So I think she still has the clarity of mind to not actually speak out loud and alert anyone else around her. And sort of, just thinks, if we're such good friends, why don't I know your name?
That's fair. I have many names. Inferno, conflagration, pyre, heat, desolation. You can call me friend. Or you can call me fire.
Does that series of names ring a bell for her? Because it does for me as a player, but does it should mean something to Marley. She would remember the fire.
Yeah, Marley would remember the Great Calamity.
Yeah.
Marley would know of the scorched grove where ember bats to this day keep the snow melted away. As a baker, I have been by your side for many years, and the fire in your heart has carried me through. Don't turn away, Harlow. This winter is unending, and you know the thing that will make it end. We could be very, very good friends if you'd like.
The torment as a player of being like, yeah, let's take a warlock pact. Let's do that. Because I love warlocks. Oh gosh. I think
I'm offering. Take my hand. I promise I won't burn.
Does the fire actually look like it's doing something? Is it seeming larger? Does it seem like it's breathing maybe, or actually creeping toward her or anything like that?
To you, yes. The fire is taking shape. There is a face in it. You can, like a person who wears a mask, you can tell that it is talking to you. There's a movement to it that is so familiar, and yet it hits that uncanny valley of this is not right. My brain doesn't like what it's seeing, but I can't put my finger on exactly why.
I have an idea. Would you allow me to roll a, I don't know, like a resistance check of some kind? I have a feature that's called Take Heart, so I get advantage on resistance checks if there is a friend around me within 5 feet who is not frightened or incapacitated.
You absolutely have that. Yes. I would say that this is, I mean, on the very most basic sense, this is a wisdom save.
Okay.
Yeah, if you wanted to try, like, we could maybe put religion into this. This isn't necessarily a faith.
Sure.
But, yeah.
Yeah, I think...
Yeah, if you are resisting, it's probably, this is just a wisdom save.
Okay, yeah. Because I think Marley has the wherewithal to be like, this is bad, and I should not be listening to this, but it is so very seductive, and honestly, it's right, because it would take care of the winter. There would be no more cold. Everything would be warm, and that's what we want. So seductive. It makes perfect sense. That's a 14.
Rolled an 18 plus 2.
I don't know what this looks like. I don't know if Marley, like, I feel like there's still, like, there is a resistance there. She knows that this is not what we want, but I don't think that she can help herself. And I think maybe
like a solar flare, a flame-like tendrily hand extends from the fire towards you. Just all you have to do is reach out.
I think she does.
Okay. I knew we could be friends.
What does everybody else see? Do they just see Marley reaching her hand out randomly toward the fire?
They might not even see that. Maybe it's just maybe it just looks like Marley reaching a hand just to warm her little paws. And Marley, you feel as warm as if it was summer.
Okay.
I think we will make great partners in this, Harlow. I will care for you, and I will contact you when necessary. In the meantime, enjoy the warmth. And in a snap, you are back. The sound kind of rushes back in of the camp around you and all of your friends who, to them, you've just been sitting quietly, contemplatively. And you remain warm.
Warm as in like it's
Like
comfortable temperature, like I'm comfy, or
Yeah.
like it's warm.
As in, it is warm in the best of ways. As in, you are, even by the fire, you don't necessarily feel the heat. In the cold, you don't really feel the cold. You are carrying a torch within you.
Okay. I think to kind of emphasize that, I think Marley takes off her cloak, which is weird. Like, everybody would be like, what are you doing? Even though we're sitting right here by a bonfire. still a little chilly out here. Your back's probably cold. But I think she takes her cloak off and isn't phased by how cold it is.
Okay.
Yikes.
Is there anything anybody else wanted to do before we wrap up the session?
No.
I mean, I'm not hearing voices. I'm solid.
Yeah. You,
we're
rest of you
chilling out.
doing great. Great with an
Yeah.
asterisk. The rest of you, yeah.
Yeah, I'm now asking Bill about like his family. Where did you grow up? You know.
Mochi's
Yeah.
offering Marley to like dry her cloak, if that's assuming she took it off because she was like clammy. Like, do I need to press the danger to dry for you?
I'm also chatting to Bill. I think just half curious, half amused that he got so thoroughly battered.
And
Yeah, no, I grew up in Apple Lodge. It's really nice over there if you ever get the chance. And,
I've heard of it actually. Right.
Absolutely. He's got like a little mug of just like hot water, just literally just heated up snow. And he's just kind of sipping on that with like a blanket around him. Where did you learn to do all of the magic stuff that you did? Do you think I can do magic?
Maybe. We could always try it out. I was in the avium for a while, and then I realized that they're just full of hot air. And so then I left, and I've been learning on the road ever since.
I passed the entrance exams to the avium, but couldn't afford the tuition. You know how it is.
Oh.
You know what, Bill? Lucky for you, our tuition is a lot cheaper than the aviums. Actually, we can work something out later on down the line.
Yeah. I've been
Social
teaching
payment
Mochi.
plan.
Yeah. For you, definitely discount as well.
Yeah, I could definitely give you some written materials.
I think hearing Bill say that he got into the avium, Marley reaches over, just like pats Mochi's knee. Just like, it's okay, kiddo.
The magic on it.
It's gonna be all right.
Yeah. Presumably that Mochi doesn't stab us all in our sleep. There will be a session 5.
I mean, Mochi was drying Marley's cloak. I think that catches fire.
Oh no.
Sorry.
Oh shit.
He's like, I'm
All
fine. This is fine. It's all fine.
I'm gonna have to
Gritted
replace
teeth.
that.
I mean, it's dry. Here you go.
So the night goes on. You all eat. Even though it is probably modest, it is still filling. And you all are given tents to sleep in, unless Mochi wants to set up the really fancy
Setting
tent.
up my own tent, and everything Bill eats tastes like vinegar and poop.
Vinegar and poop. Damn.
Yes!
Why does it taste like this?
Why haven't I been cursed this way?
You passed the entrance exam. Figure it out.
Fantastic. So we will pick up the morning after in episode 5, chapter 5, whatever I'm calling them, session 5. Thank you all for joining us for another session of Humblewood, the Unwelcome Winter. I am Derek. I have been your GM for this game. I'm going to go around and have these lovely people say a little bit about themselves, where you can find more of them. I highly suggest you do. They are fantastic folks who do fantastic things, and support them literally in any way you can. Even if it's just a follow on social media, that does something. So Christian, if you don't mind starting us out.
Yeah, sure. Hey, everybody. Hi, my name is Christian, aka Fluffy Goomba, on several socials, mainly on TikTok and Twitch, where you can find me streaming several days with several of my friends, several games. It's a wild, wild west out there for me. You can also find me on places like Roll for Dylan, that's ROLL4 DYLAN, for Vampire the Masquerades, Darkness Over New Orleans, and Sundays you can catch me on Total Party Kisses, Tragedy of Theologian, Greek Myth Inspired 5e campaigns, and a bunch of other games that are on my Twitter and Linktree. I have been Argus. He, him, and Christian. He.
Beautiful. I love link trees. I love beacons. It's the easiest way to find all the stuff. You literally just click on something, follow, click on something, follow. And definitely check out Christian's games. Christian has a lot of really great games. I caught a little bit of one of them the other day. I mean, big surprise. He's fantastic. He's a great role player here. It's no surprise that he's not everywhere else too. So please go watch those as well. Anniek.
Hi, my name is Anniek. I go by she, they pronouns today. I played Mochi, the High Priestess, cult leader, ? Just having a good old time here on Sundays for the foreseeable future. After which, I'm probably going to get my time slot back, and I'll be back here DMing probably lots of horror games in this same time slot. So keep an eye out on Sword and Keys socials, because as soon as I finally pitch my evil plans to Eva, we will be able to go get casting calls out, and we'll meet, some extra people to play in, like, I don't know, like Trophy Dark or Deathmatch Island, that sort of stuff. And the only other thing that is currently planned that has like a date and a time, which is wild, is that I'm going to be over on Horde of Tales on November 4th. I'm kicking off one of their charity weekends, playing an adorable little Korok druid who's going to hopefully slap some bokoblins out of Laurelin Village, because we just fucking got it back. Go away, stupid blood moon. That's it for me.
Wonderful. Thank you, Anniek. Liz.
Hi, I'm Liz. I have been Marley / Harlow, who is currently a fighter, but I guess TBD, we're going to find out what happens here. Good times. You can find me here on Sundays. This is my only current stream that I'm working on. But as of tomorrow, I am re-entering the world of blogging. And I am also getting ready to publish a bunch of my solo journaling games in physical format. So if you are somebody who enjoys things that help you learn about your characters and or solo journaling role-playing type games, please click that link in the chat and come find me in all of the places. I'm going to be doing a lot of posting on social media with all of that stuff in the next couple of months. So yeah, that's it. That's where I'm at.
Awesome. Yes, Liz's solo games are just so top tier. They're so good. I love all of them. You cannot go wrong. Next up, Pan.
Hi, I'm Pan. I was once Volderol, the Druid. Never again. I've had a good time here. That was a really fun session. You can find me online at Stellar Encore. I'm going to make a card or a what was the other thing? A link tree and the other thing?
Beacons, yeah.
Beacons. I'm going to make one of each of them. I'm going to put them all out there because I don't have to keep repeating everything with a big list of stuff I do. So for the moment, head to Twitter or Blue Sky. Check out my pin tweet. I do a bunch of stuff in the week. Back on game streaming. I'm doing that tomorrow, actually. I'm going to be playing Grim Fandango. So enjoy watching me get really frustrated and pretend I'm not looking at a walkthrough. And see you all then. Cheers.
Pan, Grim Fandango is my favorite game ever.
It's a great game, and I'm annoyed because I've beaten it twice and I always forget the puzzles.
Hey, same. Yeah, honestly. Yeah, I'm with Dia de los Muertos right around the corner. That is perfect. I love Grim Fandango. Definitely check that out. Check out Grim Fandango. It's great. I'm just gonna plug Lucasfilms. It's not even a company anymore.
Come watch
check out Grim Fandango.
Beat Grim Fandango. It's cool. Still on corn here.
Last, absolutely not least, and congrats for winning the giveaway, Shadow.
Hi, everybody. I'm Shadow. I use she, her pronouns. I've been playing Clarence, who uses they, she pronouns. I do stuff. I don't know why this is so hard for me to do every single time, but I'm here on Twitch. If you want to see more of this awkward mess, it's all over my channel at Shadow Sylvia here on Twitch. Come hang out with me sometime. It's a great time. Otherwise, you'll usually find me over on Roll D5. Like usually every Wednesday, we're doing some sort of indie TTRPG, so feel free to check it out if you're looking for non-totally mainstream content. We got that. Also, I don't know if it's been fully announced, but I'm just going to announce it now if it hasn't been fully announced. You can find me over on Julie Chell's channel here on Twitch. That's JULICIEL. Starting this upcoming Friday, I believe at 10 a.m. Eastern time, we're playing several sessions of Goombat Banwa, which is a martial arts focused Southeast Asian inspired TTRPG that's currently in Kickstarter right now. We're playing through the Sword Devil campaign, so that's gonna be very, very exciting, and I might be continuing to play my Deer Folk Flower Necromancer.
That is cool as heck.
It's super awesome.
Very good. Beautiful. Wonderful. Thank you to all of my players. Thank you also to Michael Sandoval, who did the artwork for this game, also does the artwork for Horizon's Call. Definitely check out Michael. It's I always do this, MIKYLSANDOVAL. That's on Instagram, I think Instagram is probably the best place to check out his artwork. Please go support him. You can also see all of his artwork on our Discord. If you go to beacons.ai/swordandkey, all one word, you can join our Discord. You can find all of our socials there. You can also find the campaigns that we have for any charity, like for Fauna and Flora for this game, for PatioWare, which we did for October, for Project Hope, which we did for the 2-part Pulp Cthulhu game that ran yesterday and the week before, and anything else, including like Pallies for Horizon's Call, to tip the players in that. Everything's all in one place, makes it real easy. We do have socials for Sword and Key for Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky. You can find us all in the same place. Typically there, it's separated by underscores, sword, underscore, and underscore key. I am Derek. I do have socials. It's at dsword16. Most of the shit I do is for Sword and Key, though, so please go follow them first. Some things that are coming up for the channel. This is why I have a calendar. That's not right. That's right. Okay, so we are pretty much done with the month, our October month charity campaign for PatioWare International. We do have one game of Sunken that is potentially going to be rescheduled, so keep an ear and eye out for that. That's Nautical Horror. So we are going to keep the campaign open just in case they do decide to play in the next week or two and kind of finish out the campaign there. But otherwise, yesterday was the last main event with Pulp Cthulhu. We should have an episode of Monster Crush, which is a podcast to do with my friend LD, where we talk about cryptids, creatures, and miscellaneous monsters and how fucking cute they are. And that releases every other week, so we should have an episode out today if I can get it edited. It might be out tomorrow. Halloween, we're not really doing anything, so please take that off. Enjoy yourself. Watch some scary movies with some friends, or, don't do anything. Whatever you want to do. Horizon's Call is back every Saturday at 3 p.m. Pacific time. Humblewood is back for the foreseeable future until we finish our 12 sessions at 10 a.m. Pacific time on Sundays. And then next month, we actually have a 2-shot of Moon Sailors, which is a GM-less game that Mara's organizing. That's 4 p.m. Pacific time on the 9th and 16th. Those are Thursdays. Otherwise, we will have some more casting calls out soon. There are more games in the work, but nothing else that has been firmly planned enough to announce just yet. So thank you again to my players. Thank you again to you all for joining us, for donating. It's very much appreciated. It goes to a great cause and does really cool things like having fire spirits talk to my players. Bumping my mic. And yes, thank you again to Michael for the artwork. Until next time, remember the Humblewood motto: no body, no crime, no drama. And take care of yourselves. We'll see you next week.